With more than 44 brands across 14 categories, Hindustan Unilever is a part of daily life of millions of people in India. In fact, Hindustan Unilever claims that 9 out of every 10 households in India uses one or more products of Hindustan Unilever. Now there are high chances that even you are using one or more brands of HUL. But do you know what all brands are there in HUL? Some of the most popular brands of HUL include Surf Excel, Rin, Wheel, Sunlight, Vim, Pureit, Lux, Lifebuoy, Dove, Fair and Lovely, Pond's, Vaseline, Clinic Plus, Sunsilk, Indulekha, Lakme, Pepsodent, Closeup, X, Brooke, Lipton, Brooke, Kwality Walls, Knorr and Kissan. Effective 1st April 2020, Hindustan Unilever has also acquired the iconic brands of Horlicks and Boost. Hello everyone, my name is Sahil and this is my Personal Finance Academy where I explain everything about money management in layman's language. I know it was a long break and I apologize for the same. I was occupied with this course that I have launched recently on everything about money management, and I am glad to inform that this course has been getting a very good response and the feedback has been amazing. Anyways, now that I am back on YouTube, I am going to continue my series on fundamental analysis of stock. In the previous videos of this series, I have covered companies like Asian Paints, ITC, D-Mart, Eicher Motor and Titan. In this video, I am going to cover Hindustan Unilever. But before we proceed further, I want to clarify that this series is only for educational purpose and for those who are looking for long-term investment and want to understand how to do a fundamental analysis of the company. So basically, there are two pieces of information that you need before you invest your money in any stock. The first information is regarding the fundamentals of the company. Obviously, you want to invest in fundamentally strong companies. For example, companies with strong management, strong brand portfolio, a strong competitive advantage, and a bright future prospect. You also want to ensure that the financials of the company are on track. And the second set of information is regarding the valuations. Obviously, you want to invest in companies with strong fundamentals but at right valuation. You don't want to invest in companies that are overvalued. So in this video, I am going to do the fundamental analysis of HUL and give it a score, and I'll also tell you whether HUL stock is currently trading at overvalued zone, undervalued zone, or whether it is fairly valued. So let's start the fundamental analysis of Hindustan Unilever. Hindustan Unilever is the number one FMCG company in India with a market cap of around 5 lakh crore rupees. It was established in 1933, which makes it a 87-year-old company. So HUL is among the oldest companies in India. I'm not sure how many of you are aware, but Hindustan Unilever is a subsidiary of a British company, Unilever Group, which holds around 61% share in HUL. HUL CEO and MD is Mr. Sanjeev Mehta, and he has been associated with HUL for more than 26 years now. There are basically three major categories of HUL. It includes your beauty and personal care, food and refreshment, and home care. Within beauty and personal care, you've got brands like X, Dove, Lifebuoy, Lux, Pepsodent, Pond's, Rexona, Sunsilk, Tresemme, Vaseline, Closeup, Fair and Lovely, Lakme. So you can see within beauty and personal care, HUL has got many brands which are number one in their category. Within food and refreshment category, you've got brands like Boost, Cornetto, Horlicks, Knorr, Lipton, Brooke, Red Label, Three Roses, Taza, Taj Mahal, Kissan, Kwality Walls. And in the home care category, HUL has got brands like Rin, Vim, Surf Excel, Wheel, Domex, Comfort. So if I rate the company and its management, looking at the 80+ year of brand leadership and strong management experience, I would rate HUL 10 on 10. It is very important for a company to have a very strong competitive advantage. The major reason is the strong competitive advantage helps the company to sustain in the future and enjoy the leadership. So let's look at the competitive advantage of HUL. The first advantage of HUL is its 80 years of market presence. Since HUL is present in India for more than 80 years now, it has got a good understanding of consumer preference. Next strength of HUL is its strong distribution network. For any company to operate, especially in the FMCG sector, it is very important to have a strong distribution network. And HUL products are being sold at over 8 million outlets across India with 4,500 distributors across India. Third competitive strength is its brand leadership. With brands like Lux, Dove, Rexona, Pepsodent, Closeup, Lakme, Brooke, Lipton, Knorr, etc., HUL has got a very strong brand leadership. Next strength is its strong marketing in both physical and digital space. HUL is one of the top spender in India in terms of its marketing spend in both physical as well as digital space. HUL is also effectively utilizing the digital channel to increase the brand awareness among millions of people in India. In fact, HUL has taken a lot of digital transformation program to embed technology across its value chain. Now let's compare the HUL performance with its competitors. So if you look at the market cap of HUL, it has got a market cap of 5.15 lakh crore, and if you compare it with its competitors, ITC has got a market cap of 2.3 lakh crore, Nestle's market cap is 1.6 lakh crore, Dabur market cap is 91,000 crore. This is followed with Britannia with a market cap of 84,000 crore, Marico with 48,000 crore, and Patanjali is also a strong competition, but its data is not available because it is not a public sector company. Now let's look at the revenue and profitability of HUL as compared to its competitors. HUL revenue for last year was 39,700 crore with a profit of 6,700 crore. If you look at the competitors, ITC's revenue was 49,000 crore with a profit of 15,000 crore. But please remember that the major revenue and profit of ITC is from its tobacco business. Then if you look at the revenue and profit of Nestle, it was 12,000 crore and profit of 1,900 crore. Dabur's revenue was 8,600 crore with a profit of 1,445 crore. Britannia was 11,600 crore with a profit of 1,400. Then Marico revenue was 4,300 crore with a profit of 1,000 crore. So clearly you can see that HUL is leading in terms of market cap, revenue as well as profit. So in terms of competitive strength, I would rate HUL 10 on 10. Now before you invest your money in any company, you want to make sure that it has got a bright future prospect, because no matter how good the company has done in the past, most important is how it is going to do in the future. So what all are the future scope of HUL? Let's have a look. There is a huge scope of penetration in the tier 2, 3 and 4 market of India. Many people in rural part of India are still using those unbranded and cheap products. So there is a huge scope for HUL to penetrate into the rural part of India. Next key trend is the premiumization. Even though a lot of people are already using products of HUL, but there is a huge scope to move from normal product category to the premium category. For example, those who are using Lifebuoy can always upgrade to products like Dove. And those who are already using the soap bar, there's a chance for them to move to the liquid soap category. So the biggest advantage for HUL is that none of its brand has reached the maturity stage. There is still a lot of scope for growth. The third key trend is the urbanization. With more and more people moving to the cities and there is increase in income level, a lot of people are increasingly using the products of HUL. Then HUL is launching new products as well as doing acquisition. HUL has already acquired products like Boost and Horlicks, which will strengthen its presence in the nutritional and health drink category. In fact, HUL has also forayed into the hygiene category with new product launches. For example, it has launched Lifebuoy Germ Kill Spray, Domex Disinfectant Spray, Germ Removal Wipes, Lifebuoy Cloth Sanitizer and Surf Excel Anti-Germ Wash Booster. So clearly, HUL is well aware of the growing segments and categories in India, and it is continuously launching new products and acquiring products to strengthen its presence. Finally, HUL has created a sustainable living plan which include improving the health and hygiene in India. HUL is increasing its nutritional portfolio to focus on health and hygiene category in India. HUL is also trying to reduce the impact on environment. by reducing the CO2 emission, reducing water consumption and reducing waste generation. If we talk about the packaging, HUL is trying to do reusable and recyclable packaging. So overall, HUL is well aware of its impact on environment and it is moving towards sustainable usage. So all in all, looking at the future growth prospect of HUL, I would rate HUL 10 on 10. Now let's talk about the quantitative aspect of HUL. So let's try to analyze the revenue and profit growth of HUL over the past 10 years. If you look at the revenue growth of HUL for last 10 years, you can see that revenue has grown from 20,000 crore in March 2011 to 39,700 crore by March 2020. In terms of CAGR growth, HUL has been growing at 8%. So continuously you can see there is an increase in the revenue of the company. If you look at the profitability for last 10 years, HUL profit has grown from 2,296 crore in March 2011 to 6,748 crore by March 2020. So you can see there's a continuous increase in the profitability of the HUL. In terms of CAGR growth, it has grown by 13%. So overall, looking at the growth ratio, I would rate HUL 8 out of 10. Now let's analyze the profitability of HUL. This profitability is very important for every company and you can use ratios like operating profit margin, ROE and ROCE to analyze the profitability. So if you look at the operating profit margin of HUL, you can see that it has been consistently increasing. So for the last 10 years, it has increased from 13% to 25%. And a 25% profit margin is great for any company. If you look at the ROE and ROCE of HUL, you can see that both ROE and ROCE of HUL are well above 80. For any business to have ROE and ROCE of well above 20 is considered great. And ROE and ROCE of HUL is well above 80, which is just phenomenal. So looking at the profitability of HUL, I would rate it 10 on 10. Now let's analyze the leverage ratio of the company to see if HUL has taken any debt or not. If you look at the debt to equity ratio of HUL, you can see that it has been consistently zero. It clearly suggests that HUL has got no debt. It means HUL is a debt-free company. So in terms of leverage ratio, I would rate HUL 10 on 10. Now finally, let's analyze the management efficiency ratio of HUL. So if you look at the debtors day and inventory turnover, you can see the debtors day has been well below 15 days. So the recent debtors day of HUL is 11, which means that HUL just take 11 days for debtor to return its money. And if you look at the inventory turnover, it has been consistent. So over the period of last 10 years, the inventory turnover has been increasing and the recent inventory turnover is 5.95. It means HUL rotates its inventory 6 times a year. So overall, looking at the management efficiency, I would rate HUL 10 on 10. And if we add the qualitative and quantitative score, the total fundamental score of HUL is 67 out of 70. And for any company to have score more than 60 is great. So HUL is a fundamentally super strong company. Now let's analyze the valuations of HUL. If you look at the 52-week high and low of HUL, it has a 52-week high of 2,614 and 52-week low of 1,756 rupee. And the current price of HUL is 2,185. So it means that it is currently trading in between the 52-week high and low. If you look at the valuations, need to check the P ratio. So this is the P ratio of HUL for last 1 year. If you just click on 1 year, you can see this is the P movement and the median P is 66.6. So over the last 1 year, HUL has touched a high of P of 76.6 and a low P of 57. And currently it is trading at a PE of 67.9. So it is pretty close to the PE of its median, which is 66.6. If you look at the 3-year PE of HUL, you can see the 3-year median is 67.7 and currently it is trading at 67.9. If the current PE of company is way above its median PE of last 1 to 3 year, then you can say that it is a overvalued company. And if the current PE of company is way below its median PE of 1 to 3 year, then you can say that it is an undervalued company. But if the current PE of the company is trading close to its median PE, then you can say that the company is fairly valued. So currently HUL is trading at fair valuation and I would rate it 7 out of 10. So overall, if we conclude, the total fundamental score of HUL is 67 out of 70, which means it is a fundamentally super strong company. And the valuations of the company are 7 out of 10, which means it is a fairly valued company. So what do you think about the valuations of the company and the performance of HUL? Do you think it is worth investing in HUL? Please mention your feedback in the comment section. I will see you next week with fundamental analysis of another company.